Hi, it's Chris at the Quilter's Nook, and it's time for another Studio 180 design technique. We're in the midst of our rapid fire Lemoyne star techniques. There's several of them. Last time we did the basic Lemoyne star. Today we're going to do the banded Lemoyne star. And this is one of my favorites. It just makes a very, very sharp looking block. You can do it in 2 colors of your diamonds, you can do 4 colors, you can do 1 color, however you want to do it. So we're going to do a little down and dirty technique here today. I'm not going to get into too many specifics, but I'll show you the basics of what we're going to do. So this is our end product. So we have a diamond with 2 bands. Last time when we did the Lemoyne star, we did the star point with the background. Today we are doing the star points with the bands. So again, we have our A unit and our B unit. We're going to put the band on A, we'll put the band on B, and just like everything else, everything gets pressed to the left. So on the A unit, you're going to press to your band, and on the B unit, you're pressing to your star point. And we're going to put them together just like we did before. We're going to nest our seams. And we're going to cut them apart according to our directions. And I've already got the first angle done. And now we're going to do, my directions tell me I'm going to do 1.5 inches. So we're going to cut 1.5 inch chunks all the way down. And we end up with our 2 pieces. And you'll do that for as many Lemoynes as you're going to do. So we have bands on one side. We need to get the bands on the other side. So to do that, we're going to go ahead and add them. So our A unit is our, I'm going to call it green, and B is blue. We're going to set our pieces onto our A unit so that the band is going down. Okay, so if you've got them sitting like this, if you just flip them upside down, they're ready to go. And you're just going to put them on one after the other, piece it all the way on there. And when you're done, we're going to press to the diamond point for A. On our B, we're going to just flip our units. Whoop, turn it around here so you can see it. Just flip that unit so that the band is going down. So we had the band going down at the angle this way. This one is going to go down this direction. And this is all on your technique sheet. Okay. So we're going to take them, we're going to put them on there, and we're going to sew. We're sewing so that we get a band on our bands match. You don't want to sew a band over here or over here because it's not going to go anywhere. We want to put it so that they're going to match. This time your B units are going to get pressed to your band. Okay, now we got to cut them apart. So we're going to lay them down here, and let me go grab my Lemoyne star. Always forget something. You ever have one of those days? All right, so we're going to trim this apart. So I'm going to put a line right where our band meets our unit. We want to maintain that angle. And we're going to cut. And it's okay that that's over there because we're going to trim it down. Okay, so there's our A units, all trimmed. And now we're going to do our B units in the exact same way. Line it up along the edge of the band. and cut. And I'm just gonna cut this off so we don't have all that hanging out there. Okay, so that's how you're gonna cut them apart. Now we're going to trim. And this is where we are going to do something different. On our tool, we are going to draw some lines. And your technique sheet will tell you what size or where to put them. So mine, for example, said to go 3/4 of an inch in. So I turned my tool over and I have Invisigrip on the back, so I can use a Sharpie marker and go 3/4 of the way in. Line up your ruler right on the edge of your Lemoyne star tool. Okay, so that the 3/4 inch line is right on the edge. You're going to take a Sharpie and draw your line. So I'm going to use the orange line. I've got the green for another project I'm doing, but we're going to use the orange line today. So we're going to take our units that we have, both bands on, and we're going to take that orange line, and he is going to sit at our seam lines right there. We don't have a lot to trim off, but we have enough to trim off. Trim that way. Trim that way. Okay, so we have one unit trimmed there, and we'll do our B unit, or our A unit, that was the B unit. And I'll line him up right there so that the orange line is on our seam line. Cut up and across. And we have our 2 units, okay? I'm going to go ahead and make this guy a little bit more even so that it's just easier to work with. Don't have to, but I'm just going to. Okay, so now we have our 2 units, but we don't have any background. We don't have our background triangles. Here's where we're going to take our, oh, there they are. We're going to take squares. And instead of cutting exactly corner to corner, we're going to cut 1/4 of an inch off of center. So I'm going to take my ruler and put my 1/4 inch line corner to corner and trim. And now I have small triangles and large triangles. On your technique sheet, it's going to show you for your A unit, you're going to put the large triangle on first, and you're going to press to the large triangle. Then you're going to put your small triangle on, press to your diamond unit. For the B's, you're going to put your large triangle on, press to the diamond unit, put your small triangle on, press to the small triangle. Okay? When that is all finished, then you can put them together into your quadrants like we did before. Put your quadrants into the hole, and then you can trim. And this is our 6-inch Lemoyne star. So I love the framed banded Lemoynes. These are just a fun little unit, quick and easy to do. I'd love to show you how to do it. Come in, we'll do a little class, and you'll get comfortable with that. So next time we'll do another technique for you. Have a good day.